guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to take a look at LR Super Buu. So LR Super Buu is kind of, I mean, he does have a real story to him. There's no doubt about it. He just got a 200% leader skill with Android 21's team. 21's team, I would say, is not really the greatest, and also probably not really the greatest for Super Buu either. But, I mean, he doesn't really have, like, an exceptional setup for him. Because remember, Super Buu is one of these Majin Buu characters who specifically has several what are essentially like Majin Buu only links, sort of. We have Majin right here, which is very good. 2 key, 15% attack and defense. And you can see the types of characters that have this, right? So for Buu to, I think, really be able to show his true potential, we would need like a decent character. What I would kind of say is a character that would not just like fold like laundry every time any tough boss is around, right? We need a character that would have Majin for him, as well as this link right here. This is Infinite Regeneration. Now this, I think, is one of the best links in the game. 2 key, 3% HP regen, 10% defense. And then don't forget, Buu, of course, also has Metamorphosis, but this is a link we can activate quite consistently on the Android 21 team, since both 21 and Evil 21 have it. I believe, the EZA 21 does also have it, but I'm not a huge fan of her. So this gives him 5% HP regen and 10% attack and defense. Now, people have told me that I'm way too hard on Super Buu. He can really sell out a lot. But I thought about it and I was like, maybe people are right. Because Buu, I mean, he is one of the stupidest releases I think Dokkan has ever done. Because they drop him without a 200% leader, without a decent team to run on. Like, they kind of just, like, dropped him by himself, and then they just, like, forgot about him. He has no partners, no good teams, nothing for months. Like, months and months. Remember, this guy came out in April on JP, and it's December, and he now has a 200% leader. Like, it's crazy. It's just a terrible release. But in terms of, like, power, I mean, if we compare him to, so again, remove the main celebration characters out of it, right? So we're not talking about God Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, LR, Vegito Blue, Infusion Zamasu, all those guys. We're talking about the in-between, like, celebrations of the year. Outside of Limit Breaker Vegito and some of the Heroes characters, none of the in-between celebrations have true, like, hitters in it. None of them. Buu, at the very least, can be competitive in both Fusion Zamasu and Omega. He can be competitive in both fights. He could also sell his ass out, which, for me, happens quite often, right? It is a thing, because they gave this guy, I mean, just the absolute worst. This guy has several mechanics that I just absolutely despise on characters these days. Number one is chance to guard. It's just so bad. And sure, he does guaranteed guard against a Buu Saga or Fuse Fighter enemy, so the hardest fight in the game, Fusion Zamasu, he does have guaranteed guard. We'll take that. It allows him to work a little bit more effectively against Fusion Zamasu, for sure. Compared to many other characters in the game, oh yeah, for sure. But he also has this other horrible mechanic. So, chance to guard is always ass. Because it's start a turn, you've got it, or you don't, right? It's terrible. He also has this other mechanic, which I can't stand anymore. And this is get hit to get defense. I hate it. I hate it. Right now, I would probably say there's only one character in the game who can make use out of that well, and that's Orange Piccolo. Because he's guarding with damage reduction with huge defense already, and then he gets more stats. It's just terrible. That's what I think has dropped Gamma 1 down quite a bit, too. I mean, we could talk about Gamma 1 later, but, having to get hit to tank does not work when they made bosses as difficult as they have turn 1. It's just very tough. So, alright, let's just kind of go through here. Let's see how Super Buu does. Again, he does have kind of a host of annoying mechanics. Oh, he has an intro. Right. Of course, it's this 200% video. We got to get his intro. We'll make sure to get it in the video. Now, okay, Cell is stunned. So, Buu, with his horrible, like, build-up of getting hit over and over and over, we're not going to be able to get that right away. Okay, so this is not really going too well at the start here. Okay, sure. Because remember, Buu gets so much from being hit, right? Like, okay, so he gets an additional that has a high chance to be a super within... Wow, that hit potential some additional normal right there. Love that shit. But he gets an additional that has a high chance to be a super within the same turn when guard is activated. We were not able to do that because Cell was stunned. Then he gets another 100% attack temporarily the next attack after he gets hit. We were not able to see that. And then he builds 1 key up to 7, and then 20% defense up to 140% with each attack received. Okay, let's just skip to the next turn here, where hopefully we can have Buu do a little bit more than that. I mean, he puts up an 11 million attack stat. A lot of times, like, I just know I think far differently about this game than most people do, because I routinely will see people, like, when they're talking about Super Buu not being a fraud, it's like they'll put up, like, him doing a 20 million attack stat, and it's like, okay, but that's not, like, I don't want to say that's not good, but that's not what makes a character great. I will say that, right? Like, sure, the damage, it can be helpful. I mean, 21's team in particular does struggle with damage. So if Buu is able to ball out with, you know, a 20 into a 10 into a 10, that is meaningful. But that's not what makes a character, like, great, right? It's the ability to get that guard consistently, be able to hold tight against some of these big boss attacks. Okay, yeah, see, okay, I'm glad we jump in and you guys can see why I hate this bastard. Because then, you know, when I'm using them, the enemies are like, hey, watch this, we'll just attack slot 3 50 times. So, okay, in this run, this was a terrible run for Super Buu, you know, oops, you know, sorry. So Buu has his intro buff, which is 5 key and 120% attack and evens for 4 turns. That shit is gone already. So we're gonna have to go hop into another run right here. I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. I don't know. Okay, so let's do this. So, remember, my Super Buu does have full dodge. That could certainly counteract a little bit with, you know, him wanting to get hit, you know, for, like, the additional and all these abilities. But, like, you know, the ability to dodge, like, a super attack like this can be very good. All right, what do we have right here? Okay, he was guarding. Perfect. All right, and then he jumps up to 17 million. So his guarding was active, which means he does have his additional, which we do proc right there. Perfect. And then 2 attacks, we have a better chance of getting his hit and potential system additional as well, right? And then, of course, we also did get the 100% attack. He did 2 supers right there. Okay. So, I mean, that was probably a good turn by Buu, right? We got the guard. He's able to get a couple of super attacks off, which certainly is fine. On the 21 team, I should, you know, really keep mentioning, too, that, you know, we do have many metamorphosis characters. So Buu and Evil 21, they are healing us at the start of every turn with that metamorphosis link. That's very important to keep in mind. I'll just skip ahead to Buu's next turn. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. We gotta go. We certainly gotta get his intro in and see him built up a little bit more turn 1. But we'll do all this. We'll do all this. All right. So we're on our next rotation right here. We'll just go ahead and transform with this 21 right here. So remember, I mean, Buu, he's gonna have basically the no, links with, like, no, what is that? Oh, that's Fear and Faith. But yeah, that's Fear and Faith, which is trash. I mean, we don't give 2 shits about that. I mean, I guess the key for Buu, like, you know, now that his intro is gone and we haven't had a chance to get hit at all, Buu has not built up his key, so that certainly can be an issue if he's not built up, right? Link set here, we have Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Majin, Infinite Regeneration, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Again, for Buu, I think to shine, if they dropped a Buu, well, Buuhan doesn't have Infinite Regeneration, but we would just want characters around that could consistently get Buu, Metamorphosis, Majin, and Infinite Regeneration. Those 3 links are uber powerful. So, like, if we have those constantly up, we're going to be doing a lot of healing, he's getting a lot of attack, and he's getting a lot of defense. All those are going to be true, right? I think that Buu could be, like, a decent option as, you know, like, the 4th unit on the team or something like that. I think Buuhan is definitely in the cards. We are, you know, really in bad need of a Buuhan. If I would just quickly, let's just jump over here, and then let's just go over to, let's go to Majin Power, which is this one right here. All right, so this is Majin Power. So the last Buuhan we got, I know you could point to this character, but this is, you know, Buu Tanks. Although Buu Tanks, I guess, would be fine with Super Buu is not a big bad boss's character, right? You know, Buu Tanks could be an issue if, like, we had a strong Kid Buu, because Buu Tanks doesn't have big bad boss. For some reason, Buu Tanks doesn't have big bad bosses, whatever. But our last Buuhan is this guy, man. Like, we're talking 20... Kids, this is 2016, right? like, Buhan is the strongest Dragon Ball Z villain. Like, it is crazy that, like, he's all the way down there. Like, we got nothing there. I mean, outside of the movies, right? Like, I don't know. Is Hirudegarn stronger than Buhan? I don't, maybe, I don't know. Janemba certainly is, right? But whatever. Anyway. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Let's just go through the turn. Ki is an issue because we didn't really build up a ton. Kind of an issue, but whatever. All right, let's see how we're going to look. Hopefully he is guarding as well, because Cell could really do a ton of damage. Okay, he is not guarding. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. So if Buu is not guarding, that means he's not going to get his additional. Keep in mind that Buu... Okay, so this is the hidden potential system additional right here, because he wasn't guarding, so he didn't get that additional. So we have gotten the hidden potential system a lot. Is this bad? We die. Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's really good. Okay. The Cell actually might have done a lot of damage right there. Because Buu, he doesn't... What does he get? He gets... So when attacking, Buu gets 30% attack if HP is 30% or more. Again, when attacking. He gets 30% attack if HP is 60% or more when attacking. And then he gets 30% attack and defense if HP is 90% or more when attacking. So he does get a little bit of defense there, but it's only if your HP is above 90%. I do think that is kind of stupid. And then his super attack effects, he is getting 30% attack and defense with each. But, I mean, it's just a situation where a lot of times what I would like Buu to do is to be able to potentially handle some of these big boss supers for us. And a lot of times he's not able to do that. But a lot of times the guard... I mean, I don't know. Maybe other people have better luck with his guard than I do, but I do frequently have Buu selling for me. Like, I don't think it's very common for Buu to do very good in a lot of these runs. Now, of course, I can mention, I do think it is fair. The theory that if you believe in your units, they will perform better. Like, there's a heart of the cards thing. I do kind of think that's a thing. I do. I think that if you, if you believe in your units, they could perform a little bit better. Like, I buy into that. I will. See, like, Bulma dodges. Like, I know Bulma is going to do well. And look, she just dodges the super. I mean, that wouldn't have done too. It would have lowered her defense, which would have been annoying. It wouldn't really have been a big deal anyway. But, like, you know, see that? Perfect. I love that we're talking about this. Like, you know, believe in your units and they can perform better. And then Bulma on cue does it, right? That's very important to keep in mind. All right. I mean, I guess we'll just finish this rotation out. We'll go into a different run. We'll try and get Buu built up, you know, get a lot of hits early on, you know, kind of see how he could perform. I guess maybe we could go, maybe we'll just jump into like Omega real quick or something like that. Get a bunch of early hits on him. Because if I go into Omega, that's a tough fight without a attempts limit, right? Like if I just jump in over and over in like this fight or something like that, I've only got 5 attempts per day. All right, so we'll do this turn right here, and then we'll see. This is also a big point of contention I have typically with a lot of people. Is people will say, oh my god, you're using him wrong, you got him in slot 1. But it's like, I mean, okay, like, let's examine this turn. Who do we put in slot 1 right here? It's Buu. Like, my 17 and 21 do have full dodge, but, I mean, they're in the 20% on that. You know, this is where, you know, we have to rock with Buu's 70% guard chance, right? That's the smartest thing we could do. So, let's see how Buu does in this rotation. And then let's go ahead and keep it moving here. After this, we'll go into Omega. We'll get the intro. Buu does also have a very, very powerful active skill. Dodge it? He does. Okay, perfect. He does have a very powerful active skill, which is really good. But a lot of times it can be tough for it to activate. Hidden potential system additional again. We've gotten good luck with that. He was guarding. Okay, so he would have eaten the super attack reasonably. Remember that this cell does do 1,000,000. But all right, let's hop in. We'll come back against Omega in 2 seconds here.
確かこの近くのはずなんだけど。もう待たない。戦う。
Alright, so we have LR Super Buu here. Let's see what this rotation is looking like. I mean, this is not bad. There's a lot of hits right here. Not really the greatest in terms of our rotation, right? We, you know, don't have, one of the 21s here. Now, I guess this is a situation, I mean, this is You know, Fusion Zamasu is definitely the hardest fight in the game, but I mean, this is also a tough fight. I would prefer if characters could perform very well in here, so let's hope Buu, #1, is guarding, because my secret sauce, if you know what I mean, does not work against Tech Omega. So let's see how we do. He's at 344. All right, if he's guarding, we're cooking. If he's not, well, we could die. We'll see. Perfect. Perfect, Buu. There you go, daddy. Okay, what do we get right here? 19 million. That's certainly pretty good, because it's not 19. It's 19 plus the additional, and then we can get the hidden potential system as well. Remember, hidden potential system additionals, they could trigger with each attack you do. So characters, exactly like this, characters that have additionals built in, you know, you don't need to go as hard with hidden potential system additionals as typically you might, right? All right, that was a good first turn right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think we'll probably just finish this run off, and then we could be good here. I should, I mean, I guess get his active skill in here. I mean, that could take me 2 hours of recording to get, though. Damn it. His active is really good, by the way. Buu's. So he massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage to the enemy, regens 40% HP, and attack breaks. Very good. I found that active skill attack breaks are just really strong. Very, very helpful. You know, it could really help alleviate the pressure off of slot 1. Oftentimes, the boss does just instant super attack. It's a very common thing. So I think active skill, attack breaks are just very good to have, right? Beast, Cooler, 21, Super Buu, right? Like, all these active skill attack breaks are awesome to have. All right, I guess, I mean, we might as well put Gamma 1 right there. I mean, we could just float off Evil 21, I guess, to get next to Super Buu, although it doesn't really matter too much. All right, so let's just go ahead and get to this next rotation. In my experience, AGL 21 does not, I don't ever really have issues with her in this fight. AGL 21 only really has issues getting hit before she attacks, right? Which Omega, like, he does, but by the time he does that, you're transformed with her, where it's not an issue, right? Because, you know, I mean, he could do it against SCR Omega as well, but she's got type advantage right there. So, all right, on this next turn, this will be good, because this will be the highest we're going to see Buu's defense in the video thus far, because we got hit quite a bit. We're going to have 21 next to him with Metamorphosis. We're going to have the Bulma support. You know, we got a lot of the good stuff up. I guess what I could do is I could put Bulma in slot 1, proc her support first, and then see what Buu's defense looks like, and then reset and potentially put him in slot 1 or something like that. Could work pretty well. So, all right, sure. Yep. Do whatever you want to. 21. We are just regenning so much. So hopefully we could take a little bit of damage to be able to proc Buu's active. Again, it could even be super good against Omega at the very end to maybe potentially kill one of his AoEs. That could be very helpful too. All right, normal. Yep. We got it, Omega. We got it, buddy. Okay, let's see here. So that's a lot of attacks right at the start. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do... So he's at 510. Let's hit this. Let's see what his support looks like right here. And he gets up to 565. I mean, so we are not above 90% HP, though. Because remember, he only gets defense when he attacks. If your HP is above 90%. That mechanic kind of sucks balls. But we aren't fully built up in terms of getting hit either. He still would need a few more to get the key and get the defense. We do lose his intro. I mean, there's numerous things I would change about Buu. I do, I love intro animations, but I do hate how much stats they typically tie to it. I wish Buu had a more consistent, like, he should just be getting defense when attacking no matter what. Like, they got this 30% defense when HP is 90% or more when attacking. That 30% defense, that should be with the 30% HP buff. So 30% attack and defense if HP is 30% or more. That's what they should have did. I hate that aspect. Again, the guard shit. Even if Buu guaranteed guards, like, it doesn't, like, he becomes much more consistent. I think just a much more fun option to run. But the reason why it annoys me sometimes with Dokkan is because he does not just all of a sudden vastly change. Like, oh, damn, you know, top 5, look out, Daddy Buu is here. It doesn't, like, that's not what happens. It just makes Buu, like, a more fun, better, consistent character. Like, that 70% chance to guard, they're trolling with that. Like, that's actually Amatsu with that big-ass toothy grin of his. Like, he thinks it's fucking hilarious. to give Buu 70% guard. I hate that shit. All right, let me just reset, because I want to put Buu in slot 1 right here. But I just did Bulma, like, so we could see higher defense from him. All right, we're back. We'll go ahead and do this rotation right here. She's at 5'10". We can go ahead and get the support with Bulma kicking in right there. All right, so this will be good. We'll have Buu fully built up. Oh, I guess I realized, well, now that I'm thinking about it, like, he could have just... Omega could have, like, he could have just not been guarding right there. Okay, a little risky, but sure, whatever. We're fully built up. Buu, we're believing in him. Just got to believe in that heart of the cards, baby, and we're all good. That's all. Buu, I know you could do it, my boy. All right, I mean, this is a thing that can happen occasionally against Tech Omega. Somehow we're on turn 6 here. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Let's just keep going. Actually, I should not leave good or Evil 21 around with S tier Omega coming up. That would be a silly Billy maneuver. Although, she's probably not going to get the super attack right here. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. I feel like we have kind of like seen most of what Super Buu has to offer. He's just super attacking relentlessly turn 1 right now, or slot 1, which, I mean, it's not like, oh my god, like we're losing over and over and over, but it's more so like when Tech Omega does this, he will slow you down because your slot 1 character is not doing anything, right? Like and in my experience, it seems like Omega has a 50% chance to stun and a 50% chance to seal. And this piece of shit is getting the stun, like, every turn, too. All right. Well, at least, I mean, we are seeing Buu hang in there strong, right? We're seeing him be nice and defensive and nice and good. One issue here is we probably... I would like to take damage. I want to get Buu's active. It's kind of like just my main goal from this point on. But, I mean, we're not really going to take damage on this rotation here. So, all right. I guess we'll come back. We're just getting footage of Buu here. All right. Going up against STR Omega. We took 0 damage last turn, so whatever. We'll just let Buu do his thing. We're at 600k defense. Okay, we'll take that. I mean, that's certainly pretty good considering Buu's intro is obviously long since gone, right? We do have Metamorphosis. We don't have Fear and Faith, but remember, Fear and Faith is just key in lowering enemy defense. Omega literally is immune to having his defense lowered, and then Buu is at 24 key anyway. Yes, bitch. Perfect. So it's like Buu, I mean, even if he wasn't guarding, he would tank that reasonably. I think if he wasn't guarding, I mean, he would still take like a good 200 from that or something, right? Like Omega hits really hard. Well, we were guarding. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, my god. Damn. Actually, if 21 does not kill, do we lose? I think 17 might die to these normals. Oh my god. God damn it. Yeah, physical characters are very up. Thank you. Normal again? No, we didn't get a super. Physical characters are very risky against Omega because of this guy right here. Like, when he supers right away, his damage, even on normals, is just so crazy. Another normal. That's hidden potential system additional normal. We just lost off of that hidden potential system additional normal, by the way. Thank you, 21. Thank you so much. Okay. Double super. We did double super. If this doesn't kill and we live, this is perfect. Perfect. And we, oh my god. Yes. Yes. Yes, dude. Perfect. My strategies are just the winning ones. Because now we could, well, wait. No. Hold on. Buu, we need to be below 60%. Which we are. I think what we need to do here is I'm gonna come right back. I don't want the 21s next to each other activate Metamorphosis. Hold on. We're gonna finish this phase off of 21 in 1 second. All right, perfect. This is how we're gonna do this rotation. This way we do not have Metamorphosis activated, which will go ahead and heal. We do not want to do that. All right, we can go ahead and get 21 or Omega out of here with 21's active. Perfect. Goodbye, my girl. Thank you. Okay, so now we should be able to do Buu's active, right? We should be good here. We have Metamorphosis activated, so we can't do it, but we could do this. No, dude, the healing everywhere. Dude, it's so hard. I don't even care, man. You just got to take my word for it that Buu's active is a beast in active skill, all right? It's tough. Like, I find it very difficult to get Buu's active, always. Because, you know, again, usually, these bosses are not really whittling you down. I mean, I guess if you have really great defensive characters, which we do have in Bulma, like, you know, you could live the big boss supers by taking, like, 300 or something like that. But, like, turn 5, under 60% HP, that's tough. That's tough to get. Alright, so, let's just... I am going to throw this out here, just in case. I mean, we can get rid of some nasty attack right there at the start. And then let's just get this going. We do have Gamma 1 around as well, which could be good, because Gamma 1's giving us extra defense. All right, let's go ahead and see how this goes. Of course, we have Bulma's support up and all that good stuff. Hopefully that's got rid of some nasty attack by him. Okay, dodge, sure. Dodge, sure. The friend dodged? Okay. That was a nice triple dodge on the AoE. Hello? We'll take that. Triple dodge the AoE? Damn, that's sick. We love that. Yes, we do. Triple dodge the AoE. I couldn't draw it up any better. I see that in my dreams, man. Triple dodge in the AoE. Too good, too good. All right, well, there we go. I mean, we got a nice long video with Buu under his 200%. Let me know what you guys think of him. Yeah, maybe I have been too hard on him because at the end of the day, I mean, Buu is a reasonable, realistic option against both Omega and Fusion Zamasu. Hit him with time system additional. We got it again. We had good luck with getting that additional, by the way. So, like, we could, like, Buu is an option you can run. He could perform very well in both fights. I mean, obviously, he could die, too, but, I mean, if we're, you know, being fair here, how many characters could we say about right now? Like, you know, like, I don't know, Yamcha could perform very well in a lot of these fights, or he could just die instantly, right? Like, it's, many characters right now can do both. Dokkan is not really in a state where, you know, it's like, oh, this one character is God everywhere and never takes, like, dude, like, even Orange Piccolo in the wrong situation against some of these bosses right now can take a lot of damage. So, you know maybe Buu deserves a bit more credit. We'll see what Buu is going to look like, though. I mean, characters these days usually don't get, like, this, like, theoretical help. But, like, if Buu got, like, a dominant, you know, Buuhan or, you know, Buu-Tanks or something like that character, like, you know, 200% leader, could be very interesting. So, let me know what you guys think of LR Super Buu on a 200%. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. But obviously, I mean, he performed fairly well throughout this video, so that's good. That's good.